Considering you have Juneteenth off for work, if you are a non-black person, the very least you can do is acknowledge Juneteenth. No! I was on a call earlier today and there were non-black people talking about, wow, we have a random Wednesday off. What are we going to do? Tell me why. I just chimed in and I was like, oh, you could go to a Juneteenth celebration because it's Juneteenth. And while that is not a big deal, it just is so jarring because I've seen people talk about it last year and I'm starting to see them talk about it this year. But the fact that non-black people just have the day off casually, and there's so many black people that take this holiday serious and just want to cherish the day, but simply have to work while their non-black counterparts have the day off and can't even simply acknowledge and say Happy Juneteenth. It's very telling.
You're right, it's very telling. Especially when all these people that don't believe in Jesus Christ but they want to celebrate Christmas or any other religion, they get the day off, and either or even at certain schools you're not even allowed to celebrate it because it might hurt other people. But everybody gets a day off. At this situation demographic, I don't think there's even shooting.
Today's forecast, dark and cloudy, and chance of drive-by.
A new 19-story high-rise in Skid Row built to house the homeless has opened to mixed reaction with a staggering $600,000 per unit cost. The project includes amenities like a gym, lounge and cafe. Wow! You're finally helping the homeless? I guess I want to be homeless too because that looks like a luxury apartment.
What difference at this point does it make?
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's okay. I had Cephas answer some questions from a Harvard test known as unrest. It is designed to measure someone's level of social resistance.
Social resistance.
When people like us oppose the values and policies of the dominant culture.
That's right.
You're a victim!
What does that have to do
Your
with...
son, he feels threatened on a daily basis. Like everything he's earned can just be taken away. He's disenfranchised. But because his life is seemingly free from all this, because he can't name it, he's internalizing it.
Name what?
Racism. I think your son's tumor was caused by racism.
There are two loopholes in this clip. First of all, the fact that the dominant is controlling the whole situation, you're saying that everybody in all the other countries in the world which are dominant are racist.
You'll learn one day when you grow up.
That's a very bad narrative. And secondly, the fact that somebody is getting stressed by the dominant one, who is dominant in the system right now in the government? Woman. Are you telling me that women are killing all the men? By stress? Cancer? Tumor?
Amazing. Get ready, people.
He was just young. He was only 64, and I just want everybody to know my dad was fun. He was an awesome dad. He was an awesome grandfather. He left behind a grandson and a granddaughter.
This video shows the destruction left behind after a semi-truck heading south down this two-lane road rolled over, dumping its load onto 5 other cars. A driver died, another was seriously injured. Were you guys here when that crash happened?
We heard it in our house.
What did it sound like?
The loudest boom we've ever heard.
Now, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement is confirming the driver of the semi is in America illegally. Officials say 47-year-old Ignacio Cruz Mendoza is from Mexico, and he has been on ICE's radar for decades. ICE first became aware of him when he was arrested in Oregon on drug charges roughly 22 years ago. A judge eventually ordered he be taken back to Mexico. Since then, Cruz Mendoza has been removed from the United States or voluntarily returned to Mexico 16 times.
Yeah, that's crazy.
How is that allowed?
We wanted to know the same thing, so we called the trucking company's number several times, but didn't get an answer. Records show the company has had more inspection violations than normal for a company within the last 2 years. A theme echoed in Cruz Mendoza's arrest affidavit. The document indicates one state trooper found 3 violations where drivers did not have a commercial motor vehicle driver's license. It also says one state trooper noticed the annual inspection sticker on the cab of the semi was from 2020, and one driver involved in the crash says the semi was going approximately 60 to 80 miles per hour, almost like it was a raceway.
There's just too many layers. You're illegal, you're drinking, driving the car at a company that breaks the laws, they don't follow all the safety measures, and for some odd reason you're driving faster, I don't know, to meet a quota, I don't know. But why does it feel like the people that struggle to reach a point that they can chill, they are in the most danger than the opposite people that we weaken the law so they can live the most chill? That's it. I'm just calling out that.
Nikki, how old are you and how many units of Botox do you have?
Do I really have to answer how old
Yes.
I am? 41. 32 units.
Emma, how old are you?
22.
How many units of Botox do you have?
32.
Jody, how old are you?
55.
And how many units of Botox do you have?
64.
Lauren, how old are you?
24.
And how many units of Botox do you have?
I have 104. I have 40 in my masseters and 64 in my face.
Jess, how old are you?
I'm 34.
And how many units of Botox do you have?
I have 34 units.
Dr. Cruz, how old are you?
44.
And how many units of Botox do you have?
76.
Kyla, how old are you?
34.
And how many units of Botox do you have?
I have 28 in my face and I have 25 in each of my trapezius muscles to help with migraines.
Devaney, how old are you?
23.
And how many units of Botox do you have?
60.
Kristen, how old are you?
I'm 41.
And how many units of Botox do you have?
I have 56.
Robin, how old are you?
55.
And how many units of Botox do you have?
50 units. Courtney, how old are you?
33.
And how many units of Botox do you have?
128.
Where do you have that?
Everywhere.
Fabian, how old are you? 43. And how many units of Botox do you have? 420.
The Matrix has attacked me.
They all look beautiful. I like people that look like a doll. And I like wrinkles too. Everybody has that thing. But I'm rather worried with somebody that is so focused on their outer body. Because I know a person that is beautiful. If they don't feel secure, the funky ain't good. Living an Instagram life, I don't know. I don't think that is healthy. And these people have kids. I'm like... An illegal migrant has been arrested for a 13-year-old girl at knife point out in broad daylight in New York. He came from Ecuador under Biden. Man, he's trying to point something out. Well, the good news is they caught him. Well, somebody caught him. A good Samaritan.
And I told everybody, yo, this is the you know. I punched him, I kicked him a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. And yeah, that's it.
What'd you say to him?
Nothing, I ain't saying nothing to him. I'm always quiet when I see new people that I really don't know, you feel me? Like, I recognize people that come around him, like, hold up, this is such. But I already knew it was him since he was coming down this block. I already knew it was him.
Did he say anything to you?
Nope.
Nothing at all.
He didn't see it coming.
He didn't deny it. He
didn't deny. He was like, oh, he started yelling, help, help, help in Spanish. I'm like, yeah, that's what the little girls were saying. And he didn't deny it. I said, they already got your ass. He's like, yeah, I know. And he just surrendered. He gave up.
Wow. Yeah. So describe that takedown. I mean, that's...
It's not even that I'm big. It's just, you feel me? I got 2 little sisters, and I'm about to have a daughter. So it's like, for me, it did not sit right. Either or, if I didn't have 2 little sisters, I was about to have a daughter. It's still not right. It's still not right.
I like the fact that he was like, hey man, how we take him down, that's not the point. It's just that I have a daughter, I got sisters. Because if you might have described it, woo, in New York, woo, we already know what happened to this guy.
Ali, an Uber driver accused of a heinous crime.
Where they're asking that the court find probable cause for rape in the 2nd degree and kidnapping in the 1st degree.
The victim relying on Ali's service as a rideshare driver to get back safely. Instead, documents say, Ali used his Uber app to make it seem like he dropped the victim off, then drove here to the secluded location outside of Olympia and raped the victim.
She is fearful if he is released, or expressed that she would be fearful if he is released.
The probable cause documents say the family of the victim got worried when the woman did not return home. The father, using his phone, tracked his daughter's location to the scene of the assault and found the victim naked in the back seat of Ali's car, with Ali scrambling back to the front seat, trying to pull his pants up.
There is a substantial danger that the defendant will commit a new violent crime, and this is based on the nature of these allegations.
Documents say the victim's family beat up Ali, and at least 2 shots were fired. Investigators say Ali tried to flee the scene, despite medics saying he needed help. In court, Ali still had bandages on his hands. Near the scene of the attack, I spoke to a dad who told me it's horrifying to hear what happened to someone else's daughter on Father's Day weekend.
You know, to me it's justice, and it should have never happened to begin with, right? That it's just disgusting, but I'm glad the dad was able to be there.
The suspect is a father himself of 5 children. The courtroom was packed with family and neighbors in support of Ali. Investigators say Ali's daughter actually reported her father missing to police on the day he's accused of raping someone else's child.
And that's why I tell a lot of fathers, you need to track your daughter's phone, even your son's, because you never know, you have to be a father.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na mi blonde, kush hash, purple skunk, criollo, colombici, jam jam, dur loqueta, verdeta, welcome.